So, as I hope you know, Greg Terry and I started working on this Christmas gift giving for Ukraine through what he was already doing out to the front lines. And it's been something pretty significant. Okay, so I just want to show you a few things. So, the first thing I want to show you is this. Now, my order hasn't even gotten there yet. And I was the first person to have, as soon as I put the video up, I clicked on it and did it myself, and my order is supposed to land tomorrow. So we're making him exceedingly busy, and that's a good thing this last week before he leaves. Now, this morning we were talking about it, and I said, people keep asking about drones. Is there a way to put drones on the Amazon list? No. And the reason for that is because they're not the right kind of drones for what they're asking for. But he said, okay, well, let me talk to his Zhenga. I can't remember how to pronounce the guy's name. His partner over here with what he does on the ground in Ukraine. He was talking about, okay, so the smaller drones are about $300 each. The larger drones are actually $600 each. I said, well, okay, so if we can't order it from Amazon, we have the direct giving. And so, but how would we tell if direct giving is for that? So he's looking to see if there's a memo. If there's a memo line, you can say for a drone. If there's not a memo line, this is what we're going to ask you to do. So if you want to donate a $300 drone or a $600 drone, make it a $301.01 or $601.01. We'll know very clearly that that is for a drone. Now, I also said, wouldn't it be cool if they could have their name on it, and like write on it like in a Sharpie, or in like put a, some kind of tape on it that has the person's name? And they said, yeah, we can do that real easy. So if you do that, it'll have your name go on it. It'll be handwritten on it, but your name will be on that drone. It will be in the paperwork, because when you give through the link, that link will actually bring you right to, or like for tax purposes, you have to have your name on it anyway. So we'll be able to track it and trace that and make sure that happens. I think that's pretty cool. I'd like to see my name on a drone going over there to be useful. But here is his partner talking about what has happened. It was delayed by a number of hours because of air raid sirens. So here we go. Let's listen to him.
First of all, I want to say thank you very much for being so active in helping Ukrainian army these days, and so many things you bought, guys, and the friends from all the parts of the world. You bought tourniquets, like technical medicine items, chest seals, bandages, and helping guys to keep warm, like winter gloves and balaclavas and other stuff. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And one more special thanks to Dr. Gerdes for taking back on the top topic, the subject of FPV drones. Shortly, Ukraine needs some tools and a weapon to fight for our own land, on our own land, against of Russian aggression. They're terrorists, they're crazy that way. They want to have the power and bring their ideology and their values to all the Europe. They want to build back USSR and blah blah blah. Ukraine will do everything to stop it, not just because of our own future, but because of the future of Europe currently as well. Then what FPV drones, or first-person view drones, was, we knew that before the war as something from hobby, and it started to use from that as a weapon to stop the terrorists, stop Russian occupants, and it's became really powerful and effective tool and a weapon. So Russia decided, and they copied, and they started to produce as well from their side FPV drones. So it's a war of drones these days. Ukraine needs that, and why? We need a lot of artillery shells, and we're running out, and factories cannot produce needed volume. It's sad, but it's a fact. At this moment, Ukraine have a critical station in that area. So, and plus one piece of artillery shell cost about 3,000 United States dollars, approximately, when one drone costs about 300 or 600, let's say. And it's effective unit weapon because our pilots, the drone pilots, can fly. I mean, and let's say piloting it the proper way, plus using it sometimes the throwing systems, or it has some different kinds of weapon in it. So it's like single-use drones. So we call them the kamikaze drones. There is mainly we will talk about two kinds. It's like two main sizes: 7-inch drones, a 7-inch frame on that drone, and a 10-inch frame of that drone. Usually it goes together, all the configuration. I mean the controllers, transmitters, receivers, antenna, batteries, the motors on it, and etc. So effective, quite cheap, affordable, and we need it. So, and a lot of people can be a part of it, because now more and more places and the small businesses helping, and just the people, the volunteering center, just build it proper way. So the maximum speed of the both kinds up to 140 there and back, close, but quite fast. The difference is the possibilities of the useful load, let's say. By that means it can be grenade, like F1 for example, or the other kinds, or can be something more load, more heavy. And I will not tell a lot of things about that. You can find much more information, but at common 7-inch frame drones, 7-inch drones we call, sometimes half kilo, 1.5, 2 kilos, the load like that. So usually our guys are using it for the grenades. Armoring it with the grenades, and it's flying to the enemy. And the 10-inch frames drones, that size much bigger, up to 600, even more sometimes, euros or USD. The cost much more effective with because it can carry much more effective weapon, the load. So it's important. It's possible to stop. Let's say it's possible how these simple people, civilians, can do something, helping army most straight way. And I believe, and I wait for these moments when we were starting to give it to the guys, and give it to the guys one by one, 10, 20, 100, as much we can of that drones to the most effective units. And you see today the flag, one of the brigades, they gave it for us as a thanks for helping in the hard days last year. So I encourage you, let's do an important step and effective step to stand even stronger with the Ukrainian army against of Russian aggression. And being even more straight, we don't have so much choice on the front lines. Something comparable to that, with that cost, with the possibilities to help for civilian people, for volunteers, for people who wants to stand as close as they can with the soldiers. Thank you, and bye.
Okay, so you heard it from him directly. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about what's already been purchased. So here's a spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet takes out any names or anything along those lines. So the items that have been purchased the most are things like there's $5,000 worth of of thermal underwear, or $2,000 worth of safe emergency blankets, another 2,000 of rescue seals. Tourniquets are going pretty quickly as well. But you know that as of this morning, what you have raised is absolutely amazing. On Amazon links, it's $37,000, another $5,000 in cash donations for $43,210, and that was as of this morning. So if you feel like, hey, I really want to contribute, go to the link, buy it there. It'll go straight to Ukraine Aid, care of Bethel Life. We changed it to just from Bethel Life to Ukraine Aid at Bethel Life, so you can see that. So again, it's a nonprofit 501c3. So if you are giving on the link here in the cash donations line, they have to print off that receipt for you, and they will send that for you. If you put 301 or 601 in the cash donations online, it'll be earmarked for a drone, and we'll see what we can do with that as well. Okay, so that's the update for today. I'm sorry to be so late with today's update. We'll hopefully get something quicker tomorrow, but we were waiting for that video to actually come, and again, it was delayed because of air raid sirens going off and having to work around that. All right, thank you for your time, and thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.